Hi, this is .NET Core Basic Tutorial Platform, and today I'm going to show you how to create a custom migration. In the last video, we used this identity to create a database using this migration. For example, in the last video, we typed this add migration B1, and it's going to create this migration folder with this migration file with the name of B1. And after that, we type this update database, and this migration will push this B1 file contained into this database and to create a list of this table for us. So today we're going to create our own table inside this database using the migration. First, we're going to create a model and with one model file and one DbContext class. When we type this add migration B1 and this DbContext class, we're going to use this foot model to create this migration file. This DbContext is very important class for us to create decision between the database and the query or operation. So as before, after that we type this outlet database, and this migration file will go into the our database and going to create this foot table for us. So this is the thing that I'm going to show you how to do it in this tutorial. So let's go into the actual demo. So now I'm going to start to create a new project. Select this ASP.NET Core web application. Okay. And this time I'm going to select this API, standing for this application programming interface, and click on this create button. After it creates this, create a folder and a file for us for this project, and this will be your API project. And let's run this API first before we do any coding on it. And you can see that this API will print out this weather forecast data for you in a JSON format. So let's go back to the code. How this system print out this weather forecast is when you start to run this system, it will go to activate this controller called the weather forecast controller. And if you open up this controller file, then you will find out that there's a hard-coded data inside this class. And where can you find this setting in this system is you can go to this debug and click on this property. And under here you can see that it had ticked out the browser on this weather forecast controller. For example, if you want to create your own controller, you can. If you want your own controller to be run as an initial by the system, you can change over here. So right now I just remain this as the weather forecast. So let's start to create our custom model for the migration. So first we need to input the package, the library. Select this dependency and click right click and select this manage the nugget package, and select the browse. We need two packages. One is an Npgsl entity framework called PostgreSQL, because in this tutorial I will going to use the PostgreSQL database, and another one is the entity framework called tools. And the purpose of this package is for you to use the migration. So you type Npg entity framework called PostgreSQL is this one. So you select and click on this install button. And you have this package installed for you at here. So next we need to install another package called entity framework called tool, this one, and select the later version and click on this install button again. And now we have these two packages installed. And next we need to make a setting in this application setting JSON file. The setting inside here is the same as the one that we had done in the last video. We need to let the system know which database we are going to use. So we type this connection string, and followed by this this time I will just call it DbContext connection, and followed by our database information. The server will be localhost. The port will be byte432, and database I'm going to use this potato, user ID potato, password potato as well. That's it. Next, we're going to create our model. So in the project name here, we need to create a folder called model, and inside this model folder, we need to add two class. One is our model class, or just call it food. Next, we need to create the table colon, the ID. To let the system know that this is the primary key of your table, you need to put the model name in front of your column name, for example, ID, like this. So next, let's create another column. And you need to provide the type of the name. It's going to be the string, so it's a character variant. And you need to provide the length, about maybe 100. And you see you had this error, so you just hover your mouse cursor over it and select this using the system data annotation schema. Next, type in the object name. Maybe I just call this one the name. Let's create one more item. And this one we're going to name the price of the food. So I will use a double precision for the type. So you just type this double precision. Next, we need to create another class called DbContext. I will just name this class as a food DbContext. We need to extend this class to this DbContext. And next we need to pass information from this application setting JSON file. We need to pass this information into this DbContext. So I will going to use this I configuration. So I need to create our local I configuration object, and I'm going to call it underscore configuration. And next I'm going to create a constructor of this class. The I configuration. I just name configuration. And I will assign our local object underscore configuration to this configuration from the application setting. Next, we need to use this dbset. Set and then pass in this our food model, and we're going to name this model as this food. And next, we need to let this DbContext know which database we are going to use. So next, we're going to type this override, followed by the class. On configuring this DbContext option builder, now we can pass this information for this app setting JSON file into this configuration by typing string. I just named it called string, connection string is equal to the string. I need to convert it into the string format. Our local object called underscore configuration dot get section, followed by the name or this connection string DbContext connection, and and get section again. This time we're going to pass in this. Sorry, just now we should pass in this connection string keyword into here, and followed by this dbContext connection keyword into the second get session. And finally we type dot value. And next, the last one, we need to use this option builder, and we're going to tell them we are going to use this Npgsl, and then we just pass in this our connection string into it. Is this one. That's it for the setup of this dbContext. And now we can start to type this migration to see the output of our system. So let's click on this packet manager console, and let's type in this add migration, and followed by the name of this migration, just call it B1 version 1. And now we're going to start to build this migration folder and the path for us inside our Explorers tree here. And I had one error over here. I give the wrong title for this food price, and I open up this the food model, and you can see that this type name is the double precision, and I just provide this as a string, so I need to change this one to double. Let's run this add migration again. You can see that it had created this B1 migration flow for us, and inside this B1 here, and you can see that it created a table called the foods, and the food ID will be primary key. Let's try to type in this out there. There's database over here, and press the enter key. Let's go back to our database and refresh our table here, and you will see that we have this food date table with the column of food ID, name, and the price. You can build this data in the row, and this is our table with this ID, name, and the price, with the type of integer, character variant, and this double precision. So this is the way how we create our customized migration to create our own table into the database by using this migration. So next, I just want to show you a very quick example of how to add the data into this table by using this dbContext. So let's go back to the code here, and we need to create a controller, or maybe I just use back this weather forecast controller, and I'm going to delete out all this content inside here. Just need this HttpGet, this get method, and now we need to pass in this I configuration inside here as well. After you have set out this, you can now use this get method. I'm going to return this weather forecast model. I'm going to return our ghost model, and you need to use our model. And here I'm going to type using I want to create context, a variable called a context, and equal to new food DbContext, and pass in this this configuration into this food DbContext. This food DbContext need one parameter is the configuration, so we just plug in our underscore configuration into it. Configuration. And now we can start to write the code to insert the new data into our database. Underscore content dot with the db set name called the foods and add the data. New. Our model is food. And then inside here we can type the name object in the data in the model food. Here we had this name and the price, so you can type you can assign a value to this name object. You can say it potato, comma, and next we have this the price is in the double per precision, so you can maybe say about 50.50. This one is our db set, and this will be the class of the model is this one. So now we are calling this db sets and put in the model or the food is a name and the price, and then you have to type this command called context.set the chain. We need to set the chain that we made to the table. And we need to return a enumerator value for this get. So we just type return context followed by the db set dot just type to list. We have to put this return inside here. That's it. So let me just run this system. And you can see it just return back this enumerator value in the JSON format. And let's go back to our database, and let me refresh this table. And you can see that the name potato value and this price with the value of 50.5 has been inserted into our table. So this is how you can insert the value into our table in the database without writing this SQL code. So next, let me show you how to update your data in the table by using this DbContext. To update the data, we don't need this line here. This line is for you to insert the data into the table. So to comment out this multiple line, you can press the Control K followed by C comment. Provide this model. So the model is the food. We use this food model class, and let's assign object name. Just create food equal to this context dot db set is foods, and we use this first a equal error a dot and followed by the primary key, so it's our ID. It's going to 1. So then in this system we're going to update the data inside the table with the food ID equal to 1. Next you can type this food dot you can set the value to the object here. So we have the name and price. So let's say name equal, we want to change this name to banana. The price, so we just change to 100. So let's run this system, and you can see this we're going to be your output. Is just set the ID 1 and the name is banana and this price 100. And now you go back to your data here, and you refresh your table, and you can see that the value of this full ID one has been changed to banana, and the base price changed to 100. So this is how you can insert and outdate the table data inside this by using this DbContext. Next, let's see how we can delete the data from this database table by using this DbContext. First, let's add another value. Let me add back this potato. Run this assistant again. Okay, now you already are at this value. So go back to this table here, and you run this table, and now you have two data inside your table. And now I want to delete table this data with this ID 2. So what I can do is type this command by choosing the ID equal to 2, and next you just type in this command context dot with this dbset, and then this time we use remove our this foot. Now I forgot to stop this before I just do the editing, and click on this run button again. Okay, now let's check our database. Refresh this table, and you can see this data with this ID 2 has been deleted out from this table. So that's all for today. So today I will show you how to create a custom migration for you to create your table inside this database in no time, and also show you how to insert the data, update the data, and delete the data from the table in the database without writing this SQL code. So that's all for today. Thank you. See you again next time. And don't forget to subscribe if you think this tutorial is helpful. Thank you. Bye.